Everybody. Welcome to the Rehabilitation Science Group. Today we are very interesting topic that is KalArm, India's first bionic hand is there. And we are with us Mr. Pranav, a 26-year young boy entrepreneur graduated in BTech from
Everybody, welcome to the rehabilitation.
Loyola College of Hyderabad. With the past experience of working in the TCS, in the Ignite and Research and Development wing of TCS, he worked with more than 600 employees in 24 various projects involving robotics, drones, and machine learning. Under his leadership, Kalb Bionics is developed India's first bionic hand that is called KalArm. We welcome you, Pranav, on Rehabilitation Science Group. Thank you for coming on this channel. And we would like our physios and our physio students and all the society should come to know about this bionic hand, and so that in a low cost part, the Indian population can get this advantage. Thank you, Pranav, on this channel. We welcome you on this channel.
Thank you, Mr. Shagun. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for taking your time today to join us. I know it's a weekend, but thank you all for joining. So today I'm here to talk about KalArm, which is, in a nutshell, to say it's India's first bionic hand. So the inspiration for this product, and in fact for our company, roots from the ideology with which our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, used to work. We all know that Dr. Kalam and Somaraju ji came together to build a very, very cost-effective coronary stents at about 1/10 the price of what's available in the West. That's how they actually revolutionized the entire sector. So Kalam sir always dreamt of building affordable healthcare technologies, because ultimately at the end of the day, about 2/3, or rather even almost 70 to 80% of the people in the whole world cannot actually afford most of the healthcare healthcare technologies that we have in the world right now. And in fact, with that kind of idea, we wanted to actually get into a domain where not much innovation has happened in India, but some significant amount of progress has been happening in the West. And that's how we selected to get into the domain of bionics. And even specifically in bionics, we actually wanted to work with basically the differently abled people. And we have ideas to work on things like exoskeletons, bionic eyes, or in this matter, in this product, we've actually built a bionic hand, a fully functional bionic hand at 1/10 the price of what's available in the West. So we all know that legs move in just one direction, but if you look at hands, they are extremely complex. I would like to explain it over screen first. Yeah. So unlike legs, which just move in one direction, we would like hands are extremely complex. So for example, if you want to hold an egg, you need certain kind of sensitivity. But if you want to hold a bag, you need certain kind of strength. And suppose if you look at hands, if the way we use hands in the kitchen, we use it to maybe cut vegetables or cook food or eat food, or if you're using it in office, we use it to maybe hold a pen and write something, or type something, or do a mouse click, or hold a visiting card. So what happens is there are a wide range of motions that the hand performs. And basically for amputees, to basically track the EMG signals from this part of the stump and send them into individual actuation for each of the fingers is actually extremely complex. And that is precisely why these bionic hands are very costly. So what we've done is we've taken the approach of ISRO, how ISRO, the scientists at ISRO, are actually building technologies, the same way that NASA has sent out so many space probes and space shuttles, but ISRO is doing it at a fraction of the price. The reason they're able to do that, and is primarily because when we are actually constrained by the kind of physical human resources, to the kind of financial resources. When we are constrained by so many factors, I feel that's when true innovation happens. And KalArm is just one such example. And yeah, I hope you guys can see my screen. So what we've done is we've taken that approach to actually work in this particular domain. Now we all know that according to a WHO report, there are about 38.6 million amputees worldwide, and in India, according to the 2011 census, we have about 5.6 million amputees in India. So and we know that if you just look at above the below the elbow amputees, upper extremity amputees, from the research that we have done, we've got to know that on an average every state has somewhere between 80,000 to as high as even 1 lakh to 1.1 lakh people in every single state of the country. So what we've done is, right now we have things like mechanical hands and cosmetic hands, which are actually useful to some extent, where it just gives a cosmetic appeal. But frankly speaking, like I've mentioned, there's not much of work that you can actually do with this. And that's why people started moving towards using single functioning myoelectric hands. Now we know that these hands cost somewhere between 1 lakh to they go as high as 2.5 lakh rupees. So what we've taken up as a challenge is if we can actually build bionic hands, which typically cost somewhere around 30 to 35 lakhs, and they go up to as high as even 60 lakhs. If we can build that kind of technology at an affordable price, so somewhere around 3.5 lakh rupees, which is closer to 2.5 lakh, which people are already spending. So then what we thought was we will be able to actually, tap into the domains and make sure that, people have access to these, advanced bionic systems. And frankly speaking, we were able to build that successfully, and with obviously with a lot of difficulties, but we were able to finally build this product. Now we know a lot about the global trend and all that. I don't want to bore you with all that information. If I talk about the features of KalArm, we know that most of the bionic hands, that assist on the number of grip patterns, gripping positions that they can do. So we were actually able to achieve about 18 different gripping positions. And not just that, the advantage with an advanced bionic hand like KalArm is, just like the way we update phones, the smartphones, we can actually update our bionic hand with all the new features. So that's one of the biggest advantages of KalArm. And secondly, it has we also have the option of custom modes, like I've mentioned, like office mode, sports mode, kitchen mode. So based on that particular mode, people can actually access the grips related to that particular mode. And we also have things like performance monitor, where in the mobile application, you can measure the performance, and you can also look at how the hand is working, the accuracy with which each of these grips are functioning. That we have created multiple nodes, and this node data will be coming to the mobile application. So through that, we can understand the device health, how is the EMG signal diagnostics happening, and all of this. So the hand also comes with interchangeable panels. So basically the user can have, obviously, if he wants skin color, he can have skin color. But apart from that, he can also have, any kind of interesting concepts that he wants to have. Like, for example, if he wants the hand to look like a superhero hand, we can do that. If he wants the hand to look completely futuristic, we can do that. So we have the concept of this interchangeable panels. And like I've mentioned, we also have a mobile application support to this. This is the mobile application, which is called Kal Assist. And what this can do is you can update the firmware updates for the hand can be received through this mobile application. And at the same time, we can do the device health monitoring and all that using this application, and also the EMG signal diagnostics. It also has a user guide to practice the different gripping positions, and even gives the user the ability to create his own custom mode. There are the hand has a lot of skin variants. So what happens is, based on the skin tone of the person, we can actually get the most closest hand for the person. So the base model actually comes with a carbon fiber forearm. And if you want to go to premium models with different like futuristic looking hands, like your favorite superhero hands and all that, they come with an extra price. So what happens is, we usually the forearm part will be customized actually according to the user, while we have a standard version till the palm. We know a competitive landscape. A lot of companies have been working in this domain, but like I've said, we were able to achieve a very, very small price point. What I would like to show you guys right now is actually the video. This is Vivek. Vivek is one of the early users of KalArm, and you can see how his hand is working. And I would just like to tell you that this is just the 4th day that Vivek is using the hand. You can see that now he's holding it with 2 fingers.
Perfect.
Now he uses 3 fingers.
So Pranav, we can't see the videos.
Oh, you can't see. Just a minute.
Yeah, I think you need to stop sharing and then.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, I'll just share the video. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's see. Adaptive. Sorry. Hook. Hook.
So he can actually perform multiple grips with the hand. It's a long video. I would not bore you all with the whole video. I'll just take now. If you observe just few interesting aspects. You see the spontaneity with which he's actually able to perform all these actions.
Mode change. Okay. Mode change. Okay. D on D off. Nice.
So he performs a lot of activities. One of Vivek's favorite grip is this, where he is able to greet people.
Hello. Wonderful. Nice.
And finally, he's also able to even cut vegetables.
Yeah, it's okay. Good, good, good. Wonderful. Crazy. Release. Congratulations. This is awesome. This is just day 4. That's awesome.
So yeah, this is just one of the examples. One thing I would like to tell you all right now, Vivek is in IIM Bangalore. So now we have another amputee called Ravi, who is, he started his own fast food center now. So what KalArm provides is, all these years, we've been in most of the developing nations, amputees, most of the people like in the working class between 18 to 45, 50 years of age, the major working class, they're not able to get back, they're not able to work, because of the discomfort that they have, just because of one day, one small incident would have happened, and that, and their entire future is getting ruined. And we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. And that is why we were interested in building a product like KalArm. And with something like that, what we were able to do is now it helps people to get back to their feet and start working. It helps people to it helps people to get back to their feet, and if they want to go out, do some work, they'll be able to do that. They are not relying on anyone, and that is how big of an impact it creates to different people. Now, I would also like to, I would also like to talk. I'll share my screen again. Yeah. So I'd also like to share. This is the core team. We have an amalgamation of team with a lot of experience, and at the same time, a lot of like young blood who are working together. In total, we are about a team of 30 people who made this dream a reality. And we have a phenomenal team of advisors who've been helping us all through our way to do all the work that we are able to do. And some of the user testimonials, like I've said, Ravi is now working on by himself. He has his own fast food center, and Srinivas is a lawyer, and Srinivas also is doing a job right now. And we have people like Gayatri, who's an IT employee. So what we've done is we've tested this KalArm, and we've worked with a lot of users who come from different age groups, different genders, from different backgrounds, and we've seen how they are able to actually make use of KalArm. And so we truly believe that technology should be useful for social change. Thank you, guys. I would like to know if you have any doubts about the product. If you would like to know something, I'll be really happy to answer them.
Thank you, Pranav, for giving information about KalArm. And with the name and with the technology, definitely it is quite informative and innovative. And with the affordable cost, and we wishes every Indian means ki whatever the, because we are in the rehabilitation field from last 22 years, and we know lot of people are suffering with the amputation, and they are not able to afford it just because of the cost. So I would request you, because you are your company is Hyderabad based and we are in the North India. So just bring your product in the North India also, so that it would be helping a lot of population. And
Yes.
just a small question for now. Uh, I was thinking there was a different 18 grips was there. So is there was anything you have to push any button or something like this, or it is a sense?
What happens is we have different modes. To change the
Yeah,
mode, we have to press a button. But if you
yeah,
want to get from one grip to other, you don't have to press any button. It's all through the EMG signals only. Like I've mentioned, we have something like office mode. So a user presses a button to enter from one mode to the other. So each mode typically has somewhere around 4 to 6 different grip patterns that the user will be able to perform. So let's say
but
if you have office, yeah,
But
and
you can see, you could say, oh, the verbal command could also be there, because now the technology has come. Okay, come to the office mode. So I think it means that then you can just give up a new thing also, because nowadays all the things are the voice sensory sensation could be there. So the
correct, correct.
voice command also you
So
can
that's
make.
a wonderful idea, Mr. Shagun. The reason we haven't done all of that was because it sort of, you'll have to integrate more sensors into the product, and that will jack up the price. So
Yeah,
we really didn't want to. We really didn't want to. We want to make sure that we use these really indigenous technologies to make sure it becomes affordable to a lot of people. Yes, we had the idea to even make the wrist automated. Now right now the
yeah,
wrist has to be moved manually. Okay.
yeah.
Yes, we estimate the risk, but what happens is you'll have to add an additional motor there, an additional circuitry for that. And what happens with that is the price automatically goes up. we really wanted to make sure the price is, it's like a choice that we had to make with a lot of features that we were able to bring in versus the price point also. But what we are planning to do is that we have multiple other versions coming out in which we'll be adding all these features, like, and voice command also is like, yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are looking into these things. The other
And
thing that I mentioned regarding the North India thing that you have mentioned was, yes, right now, even the reason we wanted to speak to you is the hand is getting launched on December 3rd, which is the International Day for the people with disabilities.
yeah,
And what we are doing is, post that, we are actually working. We are going to, although we are based out of Hyderabad, we are operating primarily from the 10 tier 1 cities of the country, and slowly within 6 to 9 months we'll be spreading even towards the tier 2 cities of the country. So we are trying to work with a group of prosthetists and orthotists and physiotherapists who all can come together to make sure this product actually becomes accessible to all the people who are in need.
yes. So definitely our group would help in this thing uh, through our all the professionals, through our students and all these things. Definitely we would promote your product. And I would say in the career of 22 years, and you are having only the 26 year of age, you have done a tremendous work. I
Uh,
congratulate
I would
your
the
whole
whole
team and wishes good future for the Kala. Thank you.
thank
Thank you, Pranav.
Thank you, Mr. Kala. Thank you, Mr. Shagun. The point is, I would really give the credit to the entire team. My mentor, Swaminathan sir, always used to tell me, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, who is known as the father of Green Revolution, just like the way we are exporting goods, we are exporting Indian minds to other countries, right? And it's really important for the youth of the country to stay back here and make sure that real innovation happens. I asked Professor Swaminathan, why is it? What happens if we go to other countries and work? Right? Ultimately, the science is progressing, the technology is progressing. But then he made me realize that when we are actually working, going to developed countries and working, what happens is it only increases the gap between the developed and the developing nations. Rather, if you're actually able to stay back in the developing nations and start doing all the groundwork here, it sort of reduces the gap between the developed and developing nations. And that is, and most of all, a lot of requirements are actually in developing nations and the third world countries, right? So it's important for the young entrepreneurs to stay back here, try to understand the problems here and create. They might feel that it's really difficult to take off from countries like India, but I believe we have reached a point where with initiatives like Startup India, Make in India, and all that, a lot is happening right now in the country, thanks to our honorable Prime Minister and the phenomenal team that's been working towards people like Niti Aayog. A lot of people are actually now, a lot of organizations and government bodies and all are now actually helping entrepreneurs in India to scale up, right? So they actually have the opportunities work from here in this country itself. And KalArm is just one such example. There are I like I've said, I give the whole credit to the phenomenal team, because I believe that as long as we remain working just because we are getting paid, that's where innovation stops, right? If we start working for things beyond just monetary gains, yes, we all want to make money, yes, we all want to become rich, but that's not the first reason we get up in the morning. What we do is we want to actually build a difference in the world. And when you bring a lot of passionate people, really passionate for what they're doing, and you give them a purpose, and when you actually throw challenges to them, what is the next biggest thing that's going to happen, what are the next biggest problem that we need to solve, you throw these kind of challenges. And when you make these passionate people really purpose driven, I feel that is when we'll be able to bring true innovation in this country. And like I've said, KalArm is just one example of that, and there are many more to come. And yeah, and with support from even people like you, where once we build the product, it's about now making sure that this becomes accessible to everyone in the country. And that is where network like yours will really come into play. And I really thank you for the opportunity.
Definitely, and I think you must be working on the Kalam leg part on the for the lower limb, and definitely you must working for the exoskeleton also, because nowadays lot of for the paraplegic and the for the quadriplegic also So I would like to thank your company. You should come with the more and more products, and definitely whatever the help would be required, our professional team of physiotherapists would give you. Okay. Thank you, Pranav. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.